Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dave back again, and for today I am super stoked. I just got back from the post office, and what do I have? I have another Gangsters Kingdom, but not just any Gangsters Kingdom. This one was actually quite a surprise. I had it on pre-order through IKEA Hobbies in LA. I'll put the link down below. They actually still have it listed as pre-order, but I got shipped notice yesterday. And it actually arrived at my post office, and I had to pick it up this morning and then rush home because some friends of mine that you guys might know, Reviewer King, some of the other guys, were like, just drive with one hand and open the box with the other. So this, well, mainly because while I was standing at the post office, I popped open the top and slid it out to show them that I wasn't BSing, that they actually said they were sending it. This is the Gangsters Kingdom GK006, which I'm not even sure if it's actually out yet because nobody has actually seen it, even over in China. So yeah, the seal up there is broken, but I have not actually opened the figure. So I thought I would, for this review, which is for EK Hobbies, you can find them on ekhobbies.com and also eBay. So as you can see, this is the Gangsters Kingdom Diamond 3, the Danny Trejo. Yeah, I've been super stoked for this. I was actually expecting the memories, the Spade J memories to come out first because that's what they have listed, but then they told me that my pre-order on this had come in, and did I want it shipped or did I want to wait till that one came in? I went, no, send me this now. So doing an overview, this is one thing I really like. I do have a Diamond 2, which I haven't done a video on yet, and it's already open and out of the box. If you guys are friends with me on Facebook, you've already seen me with it posed with the finger up. But I do really like the fact that when you get these, they're in the sealed box, much like the brown shippers that you get from Sideshow or Hot Toys. And they have the plastic seal on there, so you know if anybody's messed with it or not. Also, specialty, with these, there's actually, was it 200? I'd have to look it up to be honest with you guys, so if my numbers are wrong, I'm sorry. But out of the run of these, the limited run of these, there's actually a certain number, and I want to say it's like 200. It may be less. May only be like 50 or something. Special editions. And they're mystery special editions. The box looks the same and everything, except for on the inside, the figure is different and some of the accessories are different. So, fingers crossed. But either way, I love this character. Whether this was a gangster or not, I still would have ended up picking it up. So here we got the front, we've got the side, and I like the little Mexican Day of the Dead skull that they have on there. And I know there's a lot of glare because I haven't pulled off the plastic. And there, if that's not Danny Trejo, I don't know who it is. Alright, so let's slice this puppy open carefully. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. You know, I seriously needed this day off. It was a hell week. And between this and finally getting my Sonya ship notice, it's looking like a pretty damn good weekend. Alright, so going over the front, you have a rough texture on this part up here throughout the whole thing except for the 3 part. And right there is smooth. So these are very nice displayable boxes that you can have behind your figures if you want. And then without the glare on there. And then I'm going to attempt to do the zooming into everything post. And well, hell. Okay guys, so don't be completely shocked when this ends up happening to you, because it happened to me on camera. This is completely different box than any of the others. Instead of flipping open, it is actually a backdrop piece. That is so effing cool. So it's magnetized on both sides. Now on this one, instead of on the cover, you have the story. And I'm going to try and get that where I don't have too much glare, because I know Rick will want to see this. And I'll just add some pictures post so you guys can read the story on there. But basically what it says, Chapter 4, Butcher Knife. The Three of Diamonds Juarez is born in Mexico. He was the boss of the Scorpion family before one man, the Mad Dog, betrayed him and sent him behind bars. He got out of prison with the help of a little cash, but all the gang members loyal to him were already eliminated by Mad Dog. I'm actually just going to post up a thing on this because you guys don't want to hear me read it. Having someone that's partially dyslexic is not exactly the appropriate person to have read something like this. I'm not going to pull it off, but you've got the Danny Trejo card. I call it, you know, I know it's the Butcher, but I keep referring to it as Danny. Okay, so we've got that part. You've got the foam. And no limited edition here, but still really stoked. You know, what can I say? This thing is just completely awesome. I'm going to cut real quick, get him out of the packaging and everything, shoot some pictures and upload to Facebook because I can feel my phone going off, and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys? Alright, so here we are back again, and it took me a little bit of time because, well, lighting is a pain in the butt. I'm used to recording in the, you know, at nighttime, so all I have to worry about is my regular lights, and so yeah, this was a pain in the butt. So we have them out of the package. We have them in a decent light, decent coloring instead of being all washed out. As you can see on the backboard here, this was the cover. Like I said before, it is double magnetized, so it slides off. So when you guys get it, don't freak out when the cover comes off in your hands and you pee on yourself because you think you just tore the cover off like I did. Because that's the first time I've actually ever seen it done. Do not expect this to be a Reviewer King type review because I'm not that kind of reviewer. I'm not that good. But, you know, what I do enjoy is going over this. Look at the likeness on this guy. Let me see if I can do this while, because I'm trying not to. Is that not badass or what? I have not determined because I haven't actually broken down yet. But you've got the leather vest. You can tell he has an undershirt. He has a chain on, and you know what the chain actually reminds me of is a fishing lure, the spindles on the fishing lures. But it is really cool. It is metal. It's not plastic. I haven't taken the plastic off of the neck piece here. One of the things I will tell you guys is I would advise definitely to get a stand for him. He was a pain in the rear to try and get the stand on his own because the boots are rigid, and he does want to tip forward with the way that they're shaped. So I would definitely suggest just getting you know, a crotch grabber stand just for that added support on him. As you can see here, it is not sculpted hair. It is actual, you know, plugged hair. It looks really good. I need to go through and, of course, you know, kind of separate it because they had the plastic piece over there. But that'll give you an idea. On the back side of the vest, you have the embroidered, you know, I forgot what they call that, but the skull. It's got flames, and I'm not sure. It actually looks like it's embroidered. Point of no return. You know, this is only my second figure of this series, so I am very happy with definitely the quality of it. Yeah, there you go. That's a That's a good one. You got that low brow on there. This just portrays him in any movie that I've seen him in. Seriously, you've got the knife harness, which we'll get to all the accessories here in a second. But you've got for 2 of the machetes here. You've got another harness which will end up strapping on him, and I'll show you those in a second. Articulation with the others, or same as the others. You've got a long sleeve tee that is on. You've got the vest, which does have the little pop snaps on here. One thing I didn't really like is they put these baggies over the pegs, but it was over the pegs and under the pegs, and it was a real pain in the rear to get off. You do have these like wrist guards on here, which are really nice because they cover up the wrist nicely. There are actual threads in here lacing them together. You've got the tattoo on the back of this hand, scorpion on the back of this one. And I'm sure he has body tattoos, but I'm not going to strip him down right now to check those out. The pants are nice and pliable. I'm pretty sure they're not leather. They don't feel it, but they are really nice and pliable. They sit on him well. Almost forgot to back you guys out. So the boots, like I said, they are stiff. They are really nicely detailed. But they are stiff. There's little skulls on here, and then you got the flames with the gold trim on here, if you guys can see those. The bottoms do have some tread. They fit over the pants nicely. There's not really any articulation side to side or forward to back on that. It's all in the knees and in the hips. And of course, with the material that's on here, you are going to have some limitation on what you can do as far as stepping and everything, at least until you do some adjustments. Belt buckle is really nicely detailed on there. You got the belt that goes around. Now, you do get this jacket. The sleeves do not go all the way down. It is not leather. It is a canvas type material with that leathery feel. Does have inside pocket. You do get the Damn Toys Diamond 3 logo on the label. But it does appear to be nicely tailored. No actual pockets on here feeling them, so you can't like stick his hands in there, which is kind of a shame because you can't put like a pistol or something in there. I actually don't think I will have this jacket on him, to be honest, because I actually like him just like so. So you do get the jacket, and then we'll go over his accessories. And alright guys, so going over the accessories, let's go over what we got. Now I can already tell you, looking at these, they're going to be a pain in the rear to put on, but we'll get to that in a second. You get 3 throwing knives. You get 4 of these, they almost look like steak knives, but little cutting knives. I always forget what the name of these are. But you get 2 of these. The handles are really well done. They are plastic, but they actually look like they have the pins to hold the handles on. Everything's just really well done. I'm quite surprised with this guy. Actually looks like painted. It's painted, but wood handles on the 2 little machetes or butcher knives, and then you get 2 different style machetes. You get a standard style, and then you get more of a Asian style, I'd want to say. They do have blood splatter on them. Now, for these, they slide in really well. They do fit a little loose, but if they were too tight, then it would, you know, probably damage the blade that's on there. But if you look, the casing, and it is a faux leather that's on here, stitching is really well done. It is plastic, but it does actually, you know, they did it where it looks like a traditional style where it's stitched over. I believe the traditional style, I've seen these both in museums and in person, and they have wood sheaths. I think they're more like South American, like for cutting bush, things like that. You do actually have cloth lace, which is holding these on with little beads on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, oh, and you do get right hand that is a trigger finger hand. And I know a lot of people over on 16 Reviews on Facebook, which if you're a member over there, you've already seen pictures of these that I took with like right after I took out of the box, so they actually got to see this first. But I think they included that so that you can take one of the other accessories or guns or things like that. So he's not just, you know, where he only has the blades on him. So let's see here. While I have, I'm going to cut real quick. I'm going to go back to the figure because I even spotted some stuff that while I was laying this all out and trying to get set up for, that intrigued me. So let me pull back and then I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are with kind of the final that I'm going to end up doing. I'll end up playing around with it and doing some different poses. Unfortunately, what would have been cool is if he had some scabbards for these so they could be on his back over his shoulders. The only downside that I would say is the hair. They use some kind of gel or something in it. It's really clumpy together, and so I'm going to have to do some muss and fuss with it. Probably wash it out and do my own styling on it. I got the knives in, so you get these two that are in here. And I know in all the pictures online, even from them, they have these facing down, but that doesn't make much sense. If you're a fighter, you have a couple throwing knives, whatever, you're not going to be reaching from up into it. You want to come up and grab them. Same with these knives. Now, these are a pain in the butt to put on. What I did with them was I just slipped them up under the belt and used them to clip on. But the strap that's in there, you can pull it out and actually do it over the belt loop, and then slide that back up like you would on regular. I haven't done that yet. I'll do that when I play around with it later. I've just got them in kind of a standard badass, kind of looks like you should be killing some zombies pose right now. The tattoo, I forgot to mention, does go up his arm on both sides, though you can't really see it because of the wrist braces. I would probably suggest, once you get these set, either tucking in or trimming back the excess string on those. This does, if you go messing with it, does have a tendency of wanting to come up his shoulders. So you do end up tugging them down, but it fits on him very well, and it is laced on the backside, right up under here. And you can see what I'm talking about with them having some gel stuff in there. When you grab it, the whole thing moves, but it is laced up in there, so you can tighten it down, loosen it down however you want, or remove it that way. One thing I didn't notice, and I don't think they're working, but there are zippers for the pockets on the vest in there. I did end up pulling off one of the boots to be able to see whether that was like kid leather or not. It is faux leather, but it does feel really good, and it is really pliable. Now, one of the things I noticed in there, some of you guys may want to, I don't know, maybe change out the body or the lower half of the body. There is no movement in the ankle. There's actually a square peg in there with the ball joint into the foot. So if you're trying to do any kind of pose, like I end up liking doing, you know, one toe turned out, 1 foot forward, I can't get to do that. There's no movement in the thigh up here, like with the true type bodies. So you can't pivot the leg. It's pretty much forward and back. Now these little guys, these little knives, I haven't found any slots for them, and I think they just kind of go here and there as you see fit, or you have slots for them. I haven't put on the jacket, and like I said, I don't know if I will or not. I might just use that on another another body or something. But I am really happy. Now here's one of the things, and hopefully when you guys, Rick or someone else that has these can tell me, because on my other one it looks like the eyes are painted. On him, I'm not going to be able to properly focus in, but it actually looks, these actually look like false eyes that are in here. They're not painted. So there's actually sink in around them to give them separation and everything, which makes them look great. I wish more figures had eyes like that, you know, the separate eyes. But I hope you guys really enjoyed. I know it was long. I know it's not all pro-like, and I'm getting there, but super excited. I wanted to get this done. I wanted to get this out there. My phone has been blowing up from messages and people asking me where I got this and do they have more and everything else. Like I said, I got this from EK Hobby, and they're based out of Los Angeles. How they got them before anybody else even has them released, even overseas, I don't know. Don't really care. I'm super stoked to have it, and this is going to be a shiner on my shelf. Hopefully Memories will be here shortly. I'll put a link down below to the page where you can end up ordering him. You know, check them out. They're really nice guys. They do have on the website, there is a message system, so you can just send them a message and ask them, you know, ask them a question. They're usually really good about responding too. Hope you guys all enjoyed. This was the Damn Toys GK006 Diamond 3 Danny Trejo Butcher. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Peace out.